the meeting itself.
Yes, it's okay.
See? Yeah, here is the module. Can you see the slide? Is it visible? Just before we start, just assure me that this slide, the presentation is visible.
Yes, visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank Allah. In the name of Allah, we start our session. Welcome everyone to session 2 of T course phase 3 for the 2024-2025. Inshallah, today we're going to complete our module, the second half of the module. So let's start with this question. Let me ask you, of course, the title of the module is What's in a Word, Part 2. So for the learning outcomes, I'm not going to show you the learning outcomes now. I don't want to do this. I want you for 1 minute to think about this question. What are the lexical chunks? What are the lexical chunks? Inshallah, after a while, you're going to watch a video and then you will come back to tell me what exactly is the or the lexical chunks. Okay, 1 minute to think, brainstorm ideas. What are the lexical chunks? If you have anything in mind, just raise your hand and I get you to unmute and speak, just like a lead in for the session. 1 minute for this. What is our question first? What is our question? What are the What's the question you're thinking of? Excellent. What are the lexical chunks? And how many minutes do you have for brainstorming ideas individually? How many minutes do you have for this activity?
1 minute.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, now 1 minute is over. So who wants to share? Just raise hands. Let me listen to everybody. Let me check
Yes,
raise
Miss Marwa.
hands. Yeah, go ahead.
Lexical chunk, the meaning, it's meaning of a group of words that are commonly found together.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Miss Hiba. Miss Hind, go ahead. You're raising your hand. I can see that.
Yeah, lexical chunks like expressions, idioms. It's a group of words that can be learned as a unit to make people communicate and be more fluent.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That's it. Amazing. So let me remind you here, let me tell you about the outcomes of the module today, inshallah, or this part of the module. By the end of this module, participants will be able to identify key features of the pronunciation of set expressions and compound nouns. Set expressions are the fixed expressions. Use lexical approach techniques for teaching vocabulary. You are going to use a lot of activities for teaching vocabulary according to the lexical approach. And we will study, of course, what are the lexical chunks and what's the lexical approach in the first place and how to apply it in teaching vocabulary. We're going to also be able to practice activities for teaching vocabulary using the lexical approach. I have already said that. So moving on, you're going to watch a video now about the lexical chunks that you have already mentioned a definition for a while ago. So we're going to compare your ideas with the ones in this video. So watch the video Again, tell me about this answer of this question. What are the lexical chunks? Again, okay? So let me just play this video somewhere else here. I have it here, just a sec. Okay. Yeah, this one. Yes. Are you gonna write something? Are you gonna write a video or write some sentences?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, somebody says yes. How come? You're gonna watch a video, and what is the answer of the question you're trying to answer from watching the video? Why are you gonna watch this video in the first place? What question to answer again?
What is the lexical chunk?
Very good. Okay, so can you hear this and see this? Is it audible and visible when I try to play it? Let me try first.
Yes.
In informal
Yeah.
spoken
Is it visible and audible?
Yes. Visible and
Okay.
audible.
Thank Allah.
In informal spoken English, there are a lot of common patterns of two or more words. For example, you know, or something. The thing is, we call these chunks. Some of these may not work in formal writing, but native speakers use them a lot in informal social English. Using them in conversations can help you sound more fluent. Can you hear the chunks in this real conversation?
Oh, we're 8 miles out of town now, you see.
Oh, I see.
We're in a little village. We're 8 miles out. You know, we're in the countryside. And, I mean, I grew up in the city. I was a city boy, you know?
Yes.
And it's quite a big change when you go to live in these small country places.
Do you miss the city?
Not really.
Oh?
Well, I do enough travelling anyway. I mean, I get to big cities now and again anyway, you know? I mean, we were in Sydney a month ago.
And where else were you? You were in Malaysia a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, all that, you know?
Yeah, I remember. How wonderful.
I was in Amsterdam a fortnight ago. So, you know, I get to see enough cities.
Of course you do.
Anna and Nick use some common chunks to constantly check how much the other person knows and to show each other that they understand. Nick and Anna use you know to be informal and friendly. It is a way of saying, I don't need to explain, you understand what I'm talking about.
Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, all that, you know?
Anna and Nick say, I mean, so they can explain themselves. This could be to say more about a subject, or because they think the person they are speaking to might not already know what they are saying.
You know, we're in the countryside, and, I mean, I grew up in the city.
You know and I mean are among the top 5 most frequent combinations of two words in English conversation. People say, you see, when they want to explain something or make an important point. People say, I see, to show they understand what the other person means. You see and I see, where see means understand, are by far the most common uses of the verb see in spoken English.
And we're 8 miles out of town now, you see.
Oh, I see.
Okay, now again, compare your answers that you have provided me when I asked you about the lexical chunks. So now again, did you find any more ideas that you can add to what you said when I asked you about the lexical chunks? Any new ideas? Just raise hands and unmute. Miss Fathaya, I guess you are raising hands. Go ahead and speak.
Okay. Peace be upon you, Miss Marwa, and all my colleagues here.
Please be upon
I
you too.
think I think in additional to what you mentioned before, there are another expression like I see, you see, and you know, I know, and also I mean. Each one of them has its own meaning. Um the indication here that I mean shows that he tries to say that he don't. I mean to give extra information or to indicate his point of view. Also, I see indicates the other point of the listener who shows that he understanding what the speaker said. Also, you see, give an the important point that the speaker speak about.
Perfect. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Yeah, of course. Amazing. Okay, now you did a great job. Whether you answered before the video or even the ideas Miss Fathay has just added to that. So let me tell you a little bit more details. Let's dive deeper into how or what the lexical chunks are. Of course, the word lexical chunk is an umbrella term which includes all the other terms. We define a lexical chunk as any pair or group of words which are commonly found together or in close proximity. Collocation, for example, this word is also included in the term lexical chunk, but we refer to it separately from time to time. So we define it as a pair of lexical content words commonly found together. Following this definition, basic and principles is a collocation, but look plus at is not because it combines a lexical content word and a grammar function word. Identifying chunks and collocations is often a question of intuition unless you have access to a corpus. Here are some examples. So let me just tell you something. When I say the collocation basic principles, can we call it, or why in the first place we call it a collocation? What's the idea of content words here? And why can't we just consider look at as a collocation? Can you tell me about this? So they compare basic principles and look at.
Collocation, it means a verb followed by a certain noun. So they are making a phrase that have meaning.
Okay, so also they say that the word collocation here, to have a collocation, we have to have two content words, two words conveying meaning. But in the example, for example, the phrasal verb look at, we have just one word conveying meaning, content word, the word look. But we have the preposition at, which acts as a grammar word. It's a preposition, so it's a grammar function word. We cannot say it's a content word. So look at is not a collocation. It's just a phrasal verb. We can call it a chunk. But generally, it's not a collocation. The collocation is basic principles, for example. Okay, two content words, at least in this very expression. We have a lot of terms to study today, so please try to have to focus because there are a variety of we have idioms, we have fixed expressions, semi-fixed expressions. Generally, all of these are called lexical chunks. Okay, so for example, we have some lexical chunks, if you can see my screen, that are not collocations. Like what exactly? Like the expression by the way, up to now, upside down, if I were you, a long way off, out of my mind. These are just expressions. We call them lexical chunks, but we cannot call them collocations because we have to have at least two content words in the expression. And for example, in the expression by the way, we have some grammatical function words like by and that, and we only have one content word which is way. So we don't say this is a collocation, we call it's a chunk. It's only a chunk, just an expression that we use. Okay, just try to compare or distinguish what are collocations, what are things that are not collocations, like this. What are some examples of collocations? For example, when I say totally convinced, this is a collocation because it's having two content words, the word totally and the word convinced. For example, strong accent, a collocation, words that come together, two content words here. Terrible accident, sense of humor, sounds exciting, brings good luck. Okay, so it was just the author of this module is trying to get you to distinguish the word collocations from expressions that are not collocations. But generally, these expressions, all of these are considered lexical chunks. So now I'm gonna dictate you a set of clues, some sentences relating to the vocabulary that we studied in the article last time. The article was titled Reading Between the Lines. We had this article already. We have read it when I divided you into groups and got you into the breakout rooms and got you to like read the parts about the different reading passages or reading genres. And we had like a table to do an activity or to fill in the table. If you remember this today, inshallah, in this very activity, we're gonna like I'm going to dictate you some sentences. We call them clues taken from this article of last time. So please like get or fetch a piece of paper and a pen or pencil now, right now. I need you to write what I'm gonna dictate you. And then later on, we have another activity or task for you to do based on these clues that you will write in your sheets of paper right now. So now, are you gonna read an article or write some clues that I will dictate to you? Hmm.
Write down some clues.
Okay. So do you need a piece of paper and a pen now?
Yes, yes, we need.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
are we going to have some other tasks and activities based on these sentences that I will dictate to you?
Yes, I think.
Yes, of course. Yes. So it's very important to like do this task because we have a lot of other tasks based on this one. So let me dictate you. Let me start. Are you ready? Do you have a piece of paper and
Yes.
a pen in hand?
Yes.
Yes, we're ready.
Okay.
Yes.
The first, okay, I will like read the sentence or the clue twice for you to like write, take your time and write and make sure everything is okay and that sort of thing. So the first clue is lowest possible prices. Lowest possible prices. This is the first clue. It's like a phrase. It's not a whole sentence. The second clue is an economic situation where banks restrict the amount of money you can borrow. Again, an economic situation where banks restrict the amount of money you can borrow. So, an economic situation where banks restrict the amount of money you can borrow. This is number two. Number three, someone or something which is living healthy and doing well. Someone or something which is living healthy and doing well. This is number three. Number four, the part of your life when you have a paid job. A part or the part of your life when you have a paid job. Number one, two, three, four. Yeah. Number five, a feeling that life is good and things are going well. A feeling that life is good and things are going well. The next one, novels where police characters solve crime mysteries. Novels where police characters solve crime mysteries. Novels where police characters solve crime mysteries. The next one, British authors who are currently writing. British authors who are currently writing. British authors who are currently writing. Next, taking advantage of a situation, usually for financial benefit. Taking advantage of a situation, usually for financial benefit. Taking advantage of a situation, usually for financial benefit. Next, revealing private or confidential details about people, usually to do with romance or relationships. Revealing private or confidential details about people, usually to do with romance or relationships. Next, to gradually disappear or stop existing. To gradually disappear or stop existing. The last one, stories you read to children just before they go to sleep. Stories you read to children just before they go to sleep. Now, do you feel that you need me to read them again?
No, it's
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay,
No.
I'm not gonna read them again in the first place. I just wanted to make sure everything's okay and I have finished. All right. So let's just now check the answers if you got them all right. And by the way, you have also to think about like the meaning of every sentence. So whenever you write a sentence, you have to think about the meaning of the sentence. What is the meaning of this expression? What does this expression mean in the first place? So I have these ones here, the clues. So please check. So what's the first one? I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to show you. When I show you, this means that you have it or you have them. So what's the first one?
Yes,
هبة مس هبة مس هبة صالح.
yes. Lowest prices.
Lowest prices. Okay, lowest prices. All right. So something in missing here. Does anybody
Yes,
agree?
I am.
Everybody agrees to
Possible.
that?
Possible.
Excellent. Okay, so lowest possible lowest possible prices. Very good. What about sentence number two? Who can produce it?
An economic
Yes.
situation with banks.
Go ahead, Miss Hind. Okay, and then Mr. Muhammad will tell us about the next one. Okay, so Miss Hind, you can say it.
Number two, an economic situation where banks restrict the amount of money you can borrow.
Perfect. That's it. Okay, Mr. Muhammad Aidil, you can say number three.
No, I can't say number three. I didn't write it.
Okay, no
Yes,
worries.
Miss Mar.
Who did that? Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Something which is living healthy and well.
Something which is living healthy and doing well. Some word, one word or two words are missing here.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
someone or something which is living healthy and doing well.
Perfect. That's it. Excellent. Okay, thank you. What about number four? I got it right.
The part of your life when you have a job, I think.
Okay, you're almost there. You're very close. So one word is
So
missing only.
a paid job.
Excellent. Perfect. The part of your life when you have a paid job. Excellent. I'm gonna show you the sentences. No worry. No worries. Okay, what about the next one? A feeling
A
that?
feeling that
Mr. Hay,
life
go ahead.
seems going well. A
Again, Mr.
feeling
Hay,
that
please.
life or a feeling that life or things are going well. A
Okay,
feeling,
mm-hmm.
a feeling
That
that
life
life
is
or
good.
Is good.
things are
Excellent.
going well.
Excellent.
That life is
Excellent.
good or things are going well.
Or things or and things.
And
And
things
And
are
things
going
things
well.
are
and things.
going well.
Perfect. Perfect. A feeling that life is good and things are going well. Excellent. By the way, we're studying these clues because we're gonna match these clues to the what every sentence refer to. So we have like definitions or things that refer to these clues in the first place. We have a match activity afterwards. Okay, so this is why we're studying them. So the next one, novels.
It where
Where
police
characters solve crime mysteries.
So perfect. Novels where police characters solve crime mysteries. Excellent. Next.
British authors who are currently writing.
Perfect. Amazing. Excellent. So British authors who are currently writing. Well, we will study what this expression or what this clue refer to. We have like something to refer to here. Okay, what about the next one?
It's taking advantages of a situation, usually for financial benefit.
Okay, taking advantage. I mean, it's a singular advantage. Okay, so taking advantage of a situation, usually for financial benefit. We will study like a term for this sentence or clue, okay, or a phrase or whatever. What is next? Revealing.
Uh,
Revealing
pri-
uh,
Private
private
or confidential details about people.
or
Mhm.
relationship,
Usually,
romance
usually
or
to usually to do with.
deal
Usually to do with romance, with
Romance.
relationship.
or
Perfect, perfect. Usually to do with romance or relationships. Very good. What's next? To gradually.
Disappear or stop
disappear,
existing.
So exciting.
Very good. To gradually disappear or stop existing. We're gonna study like a phrasal verb referring to this phrase, by the way, or this clue. What's the last one? Stories you?
Yes,
You
a
read
story
to
you read
children.
to children before you go to sleep.
They go
Okay,
to.
excellent. Excellent. Before they go to sleep. Very good. You have the sentences before you on the screen here. If you can see my screen, it's visible, I know. All right. So now here are the clues, the sentences or the phrases or whatever. Why are we studying these phrases or these lexical chunks from the article that we read already last time in the last session of ours? Because we're gonna like match these sentences that you have written, or we call them the clues, to these expressions. Have a look at my table on the screen here. We have here kiss and tell, alive and kicking, cashing in on, dying out, working life, bedtime stories, detective fiction, contemporary British authors, feel good factor, minimum prices, credit crunch. All these are lexical chunks that refer to the like the clues that we have already written in the dictation activity a while ago. Okay, so now I will give you like 1 minute only to think about what every clue refers to. We were going to match the clue to these lexical chunks, but I will have it in the form of a game, a digital game, which is very enjoyable, that we are going to do it after you think first, then like we will play this game together. So think first about the reference of, yeah.
Aren't
Now, are you,
these clauses considered to be definitions to these lexical chunks?
of course, this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they are the same. Definitions, synonyms, like clues that have the same meaning, for example, like this. That's why we're going to match them. So now, are you going to match the lexical chunks to the clues? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have a game afterwards to do online together?
Yes,
yes,
Yes.
inshallah.
Okay, how many minutes do you have for thinking first about the match activity?
2 minutes.
I gave you 1 minute only. Okay, now go. Off you go. You can kick off starting the activity, thinking about it. When you are finished thinking about it, just give me a thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay, take your time. Okay, let me just show you the activity, the wonderful game I'm having here for you. We're going to think together. No worries, we'll have enough time to think about this. So let me just start the game. Can you see my screen? I'm sharing my Explorer. Can you see it? Like a game here, digital tool?
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to play? Before, of course, before you answer, I will give you some time to think and read the choices. We have, what does cashing it on mean? What does cashing in on mean? So the first choice is
Number
taking, okay, just a sec, just a
number
sec.
one.
Okay, let me organize things better than this. Just a sec. I will read the sentence, the question, and all the four choices for you. First, you have time to think, make sure everything is okay, and then you raise hands, and then I like give you the floor in order to organize things and give everybody the chance to answer. Okay? Now clear? Okay. So let me do this again. What does cashing in on mean? The expression we have is, or the chunk we have is cashing in on. So, does it mean taking advantage of a situation, usually for financial benefit, or to gradually disappear or stop existing, or stories you read to children just before they go to sleep, or the part of your life when you have a paid job? Raise hands if you're ready to answer. Let me check raise hands. I don't see any raise. Miss Hiba Wasil is raising hands. Go ahead. Miss Hiba Saleh, sorry. Miss Hiba Saleh.
Yes.
Mhm.
Number one, taking advantage of situation usually for a financial benefit.
Okay, you will have the feedback. You will see if it's correct or incorrect, like this. So, yes, huh, correct, excellent. The next one, I'll read it for you. You think about it, and then you raise hands and off you go. What does dine out mean? Does it mean novels where police characters solve crime mysteries, or the part of your life when you have a paid job, or stories you read to children just before they go to sleep, or to gradually disappear or stop existing? So, Miss Hind is raising hands. Go ahead.
It's number 4. It means to gradually disappear or stop exist.
Okay. So here is your feedback. Perfect. Excellent. The next one. I'll read it for you. You take time to think first, then you raise hands. So, what is a credit crunch? Credit crunch. It's a collocation. It's a lexical chunk. Does it mean to gradually disappear or stop existing, or taking the advantage of a situation, usually for financial benefit, a feeling that life is good and things are going well, an economic situation where banks restrict the amount of money you can borrow? Let me check raised hands. Let me check raised hands. I can see that I cannot see anybody raising hands. It's not apparent here. Let me check there here. Sharing the laptop and the mobile. So yeah, I can see that. Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah, go ahead. Raising hands. Yes, the floor is yours. Go ahead. Miss Sarah? Miss Sarah Khattab. You're raising hands. Okay, Miss Amira. Miss Amira the baby. You're raising hands. You're unmuted already. If you want to
I
share.
am Sarah.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Sarah.
An economic situation where banks restrict the amount of money you can borrow.
Okay, so this is Miss Amira. All right, you have answered already. Thank you so much. Now you got it right. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. So, Miss Sarah, if you would like to answer this, go ahead. I will read it for you first and then you think about it. Just a sec. Let me show the screen well. Okay. What is working life? Stories you read to children just before they go to sleep, or British authors who are currently writing, or novels where police characters solve crime mysteries, or the part of your life when you have a paid job. Working life, what it is. So, Miss Sarah, if you want to
Yes.
answer, go ahead.
Number
Yes.
4, the part of your life when you have a paid job.
Okay, so you will have the feedback. Perfect, correct. The next one, we have 11 already, so you have many items to answer here. What are minimum prices? Minimum prices does it mean an economic situation where banks restrict the amount of money you can borrow, or lowest possible prices, or taking advantage of a situation usually for financial benefit, or to gradually disappear or stop existing? Raise hands if you'd like to answer. Let me check raise hands. I have Miss Yahim Hassan raising hands. Go ahead, Miss Yahim. Minimum prices. Miss Yahim, can you hear me? Okay. Waiting for you. Mr. Muhammad Aidil, you're raising hands. Go ahead.
Number 2, lowest
Many,
price.
Every time I say Miss blah 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 and Mr. so and so, both of you answer.
Number
Okay. Mhm.
Number 2, lowest possible prices.
Okay, you
I
will
can
get the feedback. Yeah, sorry. Perfect. Perfect. Correct answer. Thank you. Very good. So, Mr. Muhammad, you're gonna answer this question. Okay. So, what are bedtime stories? British authors who are currently writing, or stories you read to children just before they go to sleep, or a feeling that life is good and things are going well, or the last one, novels. Let me just uncover the content because I'm like, yeah, just a sec. All right. Yeah. Novels where police characters solve crime mysteries. So which one? Mr.
I
Muhammad?
think it's stories you read to children just before they go to sleep.
Okay, so this one you mean, all right. We will have the feedback. Excellent, perfect, correct. So now the next one, what does alive and kicking, when I say somebody is, he is alive and kicking. So when I say, how is Ahmed, for example? He is alive and kicking. Refers to revealing private or confidential details about people, usually to do with romance or relationships, or someone or something which is living healthy and doing well, taking advantage of a situation usually for financial benefit, to gradually disappear or stop existing. Heh. Let me check raised hands. I can see that 5 people are raising hands, which is great. Let me check. Sorry for that. Just a sec. I'm having here Miss Fathaya. You are raising hands. Go ahead. Just a sec. Let me show you the screen. Yes.
Okay, someone or something which is living healthy and doing well.
Okay, you will receive your feedback. Correct. Excellent. Next one. Who are contemporary British authors? Who are contemporary British authors? Are they lowest possible prices, or a feeling that life is good and things are going well, or British authors who are currently writing, or an economic situation where banks restrict the amount of money you can borrow? Let me check raised hands. Gonna check this a sec. All right, guys. Okay, go ahead. If you are raising hands for this very activity, just go ahead and answer.
Yes. British author who are currently writing.
British authors who are currently writing. Okay, you will receive your feedback. Perfect. Amazing. Moving on. What is detective fiction? Detective fiction. Is it novels where police characters solve crime mysteries, or a feeling that life is good and things are going well, or lowest possible prices, or British authors who are currently writing? Let me check raise hands. Anybody to unmute and just say it very fast?
Number one.
Okay, so novels where police characters solve crime mysteries. We will receive your feedback. Excellent. Perfect. Next, what does feel good factor mean? Lowest possible prices, an economic situation where banks restrict the amount of money you can borrow, a feeling that life is good and things are going well, taking advantage of a situation usually for financial benefit. Just anybody to just unmute and say it immediately if you're ready. Miss Amira, go
Number
ahead.
three.
Three. Feeling that life is good.
Okay, and things are going well. Perfect. That's it. You got it right. Okay, next. What does kiss and tell mean? Does it mean taking advantage of a situation, usually for financial benefit? Someone or something who's living healthy and doing well? I have
Feeling
memorized the
private.
choices, wallah. Okay, sorry.
Private or
Revealing
confidential
private
details about people.
Number 3.
A lot of people
Relationship.
speaking at the same time. Wow. Okay, so Miss Fathia, go ahead. Say it again.
Okay, revealing private or confidential details about people usually do with romance or relationships.
Perfect. You got it right. Excellent. So it means revealing private issues about the relationships and romance. Very good. So this is the game for today. Moving on back to the presentation. Digital tools are wow. They are really enjoyable. Okay, so this is our activity. Here are the possible answers. If you can see my screen, here are the lexical chunks and their clues that they refer to, the definitions or things that are similar in meaning to them. Do you feel that you need to revise or to fresh up on your knowledge about them again? Just have a look
No,
at it
thank
very,
Yes.
very quickly. Just have a look at them very quickly. You have 1 minute to check because we're gonna use them a lot today in our today's session or module. General look at them. Okay, moving on. Now we have the definition of the word collocations. If you have like some confusion about what collocation is or what a lexical chunk is and how to like differentiate or distinguish both of them together. So some of the chunks are collocations. What is a definition of collocation in the first place? For example, word partners. So the collocation is like some word partners, words coming together. Okay, always come together, or most of the time come together. So words that regularly occur together. Sometimes they are fixed. Like when I say utter disaster, it was an utter disaster. So it's a fixed collocation. We don't like change words. It's like this. It's fixed. As there are few words that can be used instead of disaster. But when I say make a cake, it's a semi-fixed collocation, as there are many words that can be used instead of cake. We can say make a decision, make a party, make whatever.
Semi-final,
It's semi-fixed collocation
semi-final.
or semi-final. Oh, we're not speaking
Yes,
about semi. We're not speaking
in
about
in
semi. Oh,
semi-final in football.
make a semi-final.
Yes, we have semi-final in football matches.
Okay, we're
The,
speaking about the
the
expression make a cake. What words can come instead of the word cake, for example? A lot of words like make a decision, make a mistake, for example. Okay, so in this very example, he is comparing the collocation
And
utter this. Miss Hind, go ahead. Okay, do you have anything to
I
add?
see that we can make friends. Yeah, make friends, or I can change the verb make itself. I can say bake a cake, decorate a cake. Different
Yes.
verbs can come with cake.
Exactly. So this is a semi-fixed collocation. It's not a fixed one because many things can come instead of the word make or the word, for example, cake. Okay. But in an expression like utter disaster, not many words can come instead of the word disaster, for example. So we call that it's like a fixed collocation. So they just differentiate between the fixed collocation and the semi-fixed collocation. All right. Just to know
but
this.
we have also natural disaster.
Okay, but he says he tries to tell you that not many words. So, do you have anything in mind other than the word natural? We will find that there are many, not many variations, just like a few of them. He mentions here there are few words that can be used instead of disaster or utter. Okay, but in the expression make a cake, we can find many words to replace the word make or to replace the word cake. So that's why we call it semi-fixed expression.
Make up
Okay.
your mind. Make up your mind. For example, make
Make
up
up
your
your
mind.
mind. Okay. Lots of things actually. So let's just move on here. We have a lot of chunks by the way today. So the presentation is frozen. Let me stop share and share it again just a sec, guys. You know these technical issues. I'm sharing again. Share sound, share screen. Share the PowerPoint. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, sharing again, just a sec. Okay, sorry that takes time. Stop sharing and share again. Let me just refresh it a little bit, guys. I'm sorry for that. Sometimes the presentation itself gets frozen, and this is like a technical issue. So we have to stop share and share again. So just give me a chance for this. I'm sharing for the third time. Share screen, share sound, share screen. All right. Now better, inshallah. Yes, now better. Okay, can you see my screen? Clear now.
Yes.
I will make it bigger. Okay,
Yes.
thank Allah. Okay. So was speaking about the collocation and the semi-fixed collocation, but let's speak a little bit about the dictation activity that we had a while ago. The lexical dictation in the previous activity is an example of a lexical approach activity. But what is a lexical approach in the first place? What is the definition of it? What's this way of teaching vocabulary and why is it important? So let me tell you a little bit about it. They say the lexical approach is the way of analyzing and teaching language based on the idea that it's made up of lexical units rather than grammatical structures. So according to this approach, we don't deal with even grammar structures as grammar structures. No, they are just lexical units, units of expressions, words coming together. So we have to teach them as units, as vocabulary and expressions like this. Even the grammar, we have to teach them to the students in this way. Lexical units, expressions, semi-fixed expressions, words coming together, not only just the auxiliary verb coming with the past participle in the structure, which is the whatever tense that you are presenting. No, they even present the grammar as words, as collocations, as semi-fixed expressions. Imagine. So this is according to the lexical approach. Why is that? They say that this is easy for the students to acquire like a whole phrase or a whole sentence or a whole idiom, to learn it as a whole, as one unit, so that when they need this very expression or this very collocation, they will restore it. They will recall the expressions in mind in similar situations, other than, learning separate words, which is difficult. When I learn separate words and I come in a similar situation, I will search for every single separate word. No, but when I have like a phrase in mind or a lot of phrases in mind, fixed expressions that I have already studied before and I have them in my memory, I will like sound natural restoring them and sound like I will feel comfortable getting them, recalling them from my memory, even grammar. So let's read the definition again according to the lexical approach, which is a way of analyzing and teaching language based on the idea that is it's made, the language itself is made of lexical units according to this approach, rather than grammatical structures. What are the units? The units are words, chunks, collocations, idioms, fixed phrases, etc. And we will study a lot of these today, inshallah. Moving on, now I have an activity for you. If you can see my screen, I have a paragraph. This is part of an article. The title of this paragraph is Why Draw Attention to Lexical Chunks? Why lexical chunks are important in the first place? Why do we have to study them like this according to the lexical approach? So please, I'll give you 2 minutes to read this part or this paragraph, which is part one, if you can see my screen, and try answering this question. Why is learning language in chunks important? Let me plug the charger of the laptop just a sec. So you have 2 minutes. Read the part of the paragraph and come back telling me why is learning language in chunks important. Are you going to read this paragraph? Yes or no?
Yes, read
Yes.
in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
What's the title of the paragraph that we have?
Why draw attention to lexical chunk?
Yes.
Perfect. What question are we going to answer from reading this task?
Why is learning language as a chunk is better?
Okay, or important. Very good. How many minutes do you have for this?
Why is
Two.
learning
To
language in chunks important?
2 minutes. Perfect. Start now. Do it. Start now. Okay. Okay, 2 minutes are over. Time is up. Now time for sharing. So why is learning language in chunks important according to this part of the article? Raise hands if you're ready to share. Let me check raise hands. We have Mr. Muhammad Aid raising hands. Are you raising hands from this activity or from the last one? And Miss Ham
Uh,
or
for
Miss,
for this
yeah,
activity.
okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You can answer this question.
Yes, learning language in chunks is important because it enhances the fluency and help learners to produce more natural sounding language.
Perfect. Okay, thank
Another,
you. Hmm.
yes, another
Go
point
on.
I want to add here is it express a wider range of ideas. This can be just useful as learning new words.
Wow. Okay. Anything to add? These wonderful
N-
points are really,
No,
yes.
that's it. Yes.
Okay, excellent. Perfect. Okay, I can see that Miss Fatha is raising hands. If you have anything to add, just go ahead.
Okay, I think in addition to what Mr. Muhammad said, have said, I think also using chunks widening the ideas of expressing themselves, able to speak in an high advanced level when using chunks, because the most of the intermediate students can understand the chunks but can't use them in context. So when
Perfect.
they try
Mhm.
to use the Chinese, I think they will express themselves in more advanced level.
Perfect. Perfect. Amazing. That's it. You nailed it. They say you nailed it. This means you got all the ideas right. Moving on, I have another task for you. So my screen is frozen again. No worries. I'm gonna stop share and share again. Just a sec, guys. All right. So let me share the screen again. Let me just refresh my presentation. Here's my presentation and refreshing my presentation. Okay, sharing the screen. Share, include sound, and share screen. It's working, thanks to Allah. All right, can you see my screen? Visible now, I guess. Yeah, just assure me, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, thanks to Allah. All right, so if you can see my screen, let me make it bigger. We have another task for you. I'm thinking about getting you into the breakout rooms, but I hope that you have a lot of like powerful internet connection to enable you to get into the room. Do you just give me like your opinion? Do you like the experience of getting you into the rooms and working together? Before we do the task, just tell me.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, thanks to Allah. All right, so I want you to do this now in groups. I'm going to get you into the breakout rooms, divide you into groups because this is group work. And I'd like you to read a number of six teaching or practicing techniques for teaching vocabulary according to the lexical approach. So we have a number of six activities or techniques for teaching or practicing vocabulary according to the lexical approach. You will read them. You will take like a screenshot from the screen I'm sharing here. I'm showing you. So take a screenshot of this screen. The title is, or the title of this part is part 2, teaching and practicing vocabulary using the lexical approach. You will read it, the strategies, the techniques, and you will tell me, thinking together in the group, about two things of the or two of these techniques. You choose two of these techniques and you discuss together which ones were the most or least popular, which ones were popular between you, all of you, like agree on choosing these two techniques, for example, or two techniques that nobody chose in the first place. And why is that? Are there any techniques you wouldn't use from these, and why wouldn't you use the techniques that you choose not to use from these? So I will say this again and then ask you questions to check your understanding of the task. First things first, please take a screenshot.
Miss
Yes,
Marwa,
Mustafa.
please, Miss
Okay.
Marwa. This article is already found in our textbook on page 16. If my colleagues have the book,
No,
they
no,
they
Mr.
can.
Muhammad. They don't
Yes,
have the only seven people or eight ones of them are having the
yes.
book. This is
I
why
am
I'm
one
just,
of them.
yes, I know. Okay, no.
Okay.
All right. So this is why I'm just asking you to like take a screenshot. And I have already shared screenshots of the parts that we need today on the WhatsApp group that we have. But now you can take a screenshot in order to get into the room and read this part. Choose two techniques that you like the best or the most. Tell me why. And two techniques that are not popular between you, nobody chose, for example. And think about the techniques you wouldn't use with your students in the first place, and you tell me why you wouldn't use these techniques. The task I'm asking you to do is written above the article itself, or the part of the article itself here, the questions here. Choose two of the techniques. Compare the techniques you have chosen with your groups of choices. Which ones were the most or least popular? Are there any techniques you wouldn't use with your students, and why? So I'm getting you into the breakout rooms, and you have 5 minutes to do this task. Discuss together. Come back to me to share. Let me just like form the groups first, which takes time. Let me just do this. Okay, so the rooms, forming the rooms, just a sec. You take a screenshot, please. I know that I have hidden the screen. So how many are we? We are 18 only. Okay, I guess how many groups? Maybe four groups for this. And yes, we create rooms. Just a sec. 5 minutes for this. And let me just assign presenters. You have to like assign the spokesperson of every group, the one who is going to speak when we come back to share together. Okay? Set a time limit. We have 5 minutes. Let it be 5 minutes to discuss everything. Automatically move to the main room. Yes. Let people return to the main room meeting. Automatically move people to the rooms and automatically return. Okay, so saving the options or the settings. Let me open the room. Now, guys, have you taken a screenshot? I'm opening the room. So
Yes.
you have, okay, very good. You have to press the word join when you have this word room 1, room 2, room 3, or room 4. You press join and you get into the rooms. You will have 5 minutes to do the task and you will find yourselves returning automatically to the main room together to chair after the 5 minutes are up or over. Join the room, please. Press join in the name of Allah. Start. Thank Allah. Okay, Miss Hiba, Miss Fathia, Miss Hiba Wasil, Miss Hiba Salah, press join and join the room, please. Press join and join the room. If you don't have a lot of background, a lot of internet connection, you can just work here in the main room. Just press join. You will have it on your screen. Miss Fathia, if you cannot join the room, and you, Miss Hiba Salah, you can read the part here I'm sharing, and you can do the task when you are here. Even you can talk together if you want to.
Yes, Miss Marwa.
Okay. Yes, Miss Hiba. We're waiting for the others to join us. Okay, if you're working here in the main room, it's okay. I'm waiting. Waiting for the others to join us, okay? To come back from the rooms.
I don't know. I don't make join with another.
You should have done that to join the rooms. Let me assign you. I guess they are coming out of the room, so let's do the task here. Now, just think about the answers to these questions and read the article here. Okay?
Yes.
We are back.
Okay, so let me check everybody's back. So group one, yes, thank Allah. All right. I guess we're 11, only 11. So some people are, sounds like some people are out of the meeting or something because of the internet connection. Okay, waiting for them. So now, welcome back. Okay, now let me just have a look at group one. Who is the spokesperson of the group? Group one. Who is the spokesperson or the spokesman or the spokeswoman of the group?
I can't remember my group number.
Miss Hind, go ahead and yeah, okay. Let's imagine your group one. Just go ahead and share what you have.
Okay. We talked about those techniques, 6 techniques, and we thought that we are using most of them. Like number one, preparing clause for lexical chunks in a text, and let the students find the words in the text. It's like giving a definition, and they find the words that is go with the definition from the text.
Exactly.
Number three, to give a theme and they make brainstorming to find ideas about a topic. We do this. And we also prepare like a table and put hover part of some of the multi-words item in a text, and students just match a collocation or the expressions and to have. And we also do like a reading activity, and after that we ask them to complete sentences with the collocations or the suitable idiom or expression. We do already this, but there are two techniques that we don't give care for them or search for if they are semi-fixed or fixed expressions. I think we don't care more about this point because we just see it's an expression, it's a collocation. We can see different words, of course, with collocation, but it's okay, just collocation. We don't care about
Yes.
semi-fixed or fixed expression. We don't
Yes.
matter about this. So I think
Perfect.
that number two and number four are the least popular for us. I think those. And we
Perfect.
wouldn't use them. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Maybe if our learners were high level or advanced a little bit, maybe we could, or even specialists in the language and caring about what are fixed and what are the names for these and what do we call them in Lexis, for example. So they are not specialists, so we don't care more about the names of these things. Excellent. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed your opinion here. That it sounds like, yeah, the discussion in the room was really fruitful. Thank you. Anybody to share what they have in the group? So group two, who was the spokesperson of the group? If anybody wants to share in the groups the discussions, what went in the rooms, just go ahead and speak. Tell us, Mr. Muhammad. Go ahead.
Yes, Miss Maro. I was in a group with Miss Fathia, and we agreed that the first and the fourth techniques are the most popular, and we choose them as the best one. Preparing clues for lexical chunks and dictating the clues, and learners will find the words in the text. I think we already done this with you, and
Yes.
this is familiar with us.
Mm.
Another one is to give semi-fixed expression and ask them to find as many variations as they can. Is also we agreed on it, and already we do this with our students in our classrooms. We sometimes write some expressions that can be changed or can replace some words with other words to give a new chunk. This is
Perfect.
popular, yes.
Hmm.
But
Excellent.
I think the least popular one here, or I am not going to use it, is number two. Is to
Hmm.
find a list of semi-fixed or fixed expressions in a story or poem. What other context? It's really difficult for students to find the new context to use the same chunks. I
Hmm.
think that yes,
Yes.
that's it.
I do agree with you. Thank you so much for the discussion and even telling us and reporting what happened in the room. Thank you. Anybody to add anything, guys? I really enjoyed the discussion here going on. So, anybody to add? Just go ahead if you have anything to add. Just unmute and tell us.
Yes,
Okay? Yeah?
I want to add something to Mr. Muhammad. In our primary curriculum, we have the semi-fixed. They are various, like have lunch, have breakfast, have dinner, and play sports, play video games, play the drum, play the piano, play the triangle, something like that. We have the semi fixed collocation.
Hmm.
Also, the verb do a lot of sports, do karate, to kung fu, taekwondo, a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
you
Hmm.
know, semi-fixed are popular in this curriculum of the primary stage.
Okay.
Mrs.
Thank
Fathia, we all have in our curriculum this collocation or expression, but we don't see that there are fixed or semi-fixed. This is the point. We don't tell our students that this is fixed or semi-fixed. We don't tell them
Mhm.
this, right?
Yeah, we
Mhm.
don't tell that about they. It makes the process of learning easy. We do karate, we do kung fu, do taekwondo, or something like that. I think we don't need to say, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
makes the
Mhm.
the learning process is
I got her
easier.
point, by the way.
Make it
Okay, so
that's the
yes, yes,
point.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so Miss Fatah is trying to say that we do this, but we don't say it's for, we don't ask the students to list the semi-fixed or fixed expressions. We don't say the title itself, but they do the task, and this is only the purpose behind it. So no worries about the titles and the names of the task itself. No worries. And by the way, we say that this is the technique. The technique means a kind of activity according to the lexical approach. These are the suggested ones, examples of activities and techniques to do according to the lexical approach to teach you to teach you vocabulary and expressions and that sort of thing. But they just tell you that you either adopt and adapt. You either adopt it altogether as is, or you just change it to suit the level of learners, the age group, the context that you have, the curriculum that you are teaching, a lot of areas. Okay, so you either adopt or adapt. This is the idea. You change it or you take it as is. Okay, so all the time have a critical eye on the content that you have. These are just suggestions, and you have to either like take it as is or just change it for better use with your students. Okay, let me just move on here to another idea. By the way, we are gonna inshallah in the next activity we're gonna apply all these hands-on. So we're gonna do them practically with you together. Okay, they are kinds of activities suggested to practice. Okay, so let me just refresh my screen again because it sounds like it's frozen. Okay, stop sharing. Sharing again. Yeah, refreshing the PowerPoint first. Here is my PowerPoint, and yes, refreshed. Very good. Let me share again. Just a sec. Hearing sound and sharing the screen. It's working, thanks to Allah. So this is my PowerPoint. Let me make it bigger. You will see it now, no worries, inshallah. Okay. Now I guess it's crystal clear, right? You can see my screen now. Moving on.
Yes.
Okay. So now in the classroom, we have to apply, or we are going to apply the 6 techniques to teaching according to the lexical approach. So here are the techniques you have been studying and discussing in the breakout rooms. Now let's just practice them together. The first one, I added like an activity that we have at the end of this module, but I put it here now to do it. The first one we will do is called collocation pelmanism. Collocation pelmanism is mainly a match activity. We have two cards. We have a lot of cards, and students have to like pick two cards at a time and see if the two cards are having parts or words that go together or not. If they got them and they really match together, they win the cards and they have the cards, and they continue the game like this. The student who has the most cards having collocations or expressions going together or coming together is the winner. So let me not tell you much about it theoretically. We will have it as a game on my Explorer I have here. It's called Collocation Pelmanism. Collocation Pelmanism is a wonderful activity. Let me show you. Hopefully, inshallah, you will enjoy it and you will like play it. I hope that I have winners. So let me just, yes, let me show it to you here. Yes, here is the game I have. I will explain everything to you, just a sec, no worries. So we have cards before your eyes. Yes. The player, the participant, I mean you, one of you or some of you who want to share, will press two chords at a time. I'll do this before your eyes. I'll try it. For example, I am the participant. I'm the one who will play first. So I press this and this. Does these words go together? No. We don't say go cake. No, we don't say this. But you have to remember the chords and were the words written in this chord and in this chord. You have to remember the position of the chords and the words, because next time you will press two other chords and explore if they come together or not. The person who gets the most chords having collocations or words that come together or chunks is the winner, of course. So now, who wants to try this? It's just a memory game, and by
Yes.
time you will find yourselves like mastering it. It takes time, so we will enjoy it because we can do it with our students either face to face or online. You can do it preparing like cards of words in the curriculum. Okay, so who said yes? I guess Miss Hiba Saleh, right? Or am I wrong?
Yes.
Go ahead, Miss Hiba. Which cards to press? Just give me like numbers or something. This is the second
Yes.
column. This is the third column. This is the fourth column, and this is the fifth column. So you tell me the second one in the second column. Miss Mora, press the second one, the second chord in the second column, for example. Okay, can you tell me
Yes.
which one to press?
In second column and second
Okay,
line.
okay, second column and second line. And what else? What? I need another word that comes with it.
Fourth, fourth column
Mhm.
and third line. Yes.
But just try to remember with display and this online. Okay, if you want to try again, it's okay. If another participant wants to play, okay. We'll continue till somebody wins, by the way. Somebody has to win. Let's remember the words because we're gonna like use them later. Who wants to press this? Just unmute and tell me.
Okay, Miss Marwa.
Miss Fathaya, go ahead.
Okay. First column, the first card, and the third column, the last card.
So listen and bake. Bake and listen. Bake here, listen here. Try to remember this and try to remember the positions. Okay, so who wants to try again? Let's say everybody's gonna try like 2 times or 3 times. Okay, so Miss Fathia again, try to press something else.
Okay. The first column, the last one. The
The
second
first column, the
column,
last
the
one.
first,
Okay,
the second
so sports and things. No, sports and things. It's
sentence.
difficult, by the way.
Okay.
We're just trying.
Yes, Miss Marwa.
Yes, I
Miss
want to
Amira,
try.
Miss Amira, sit first, then Mr. Muhammad. Miss Amira will try it twice, and Mr. Muhammad will
Okay,
try twice. No worries. Okay.
the second column, the second chord, yes, and the first row, the
The
same
first,
column, يعني, and but up to
yeah.
play,
Okay, okay.
sport,
So this is sports
play,
and this play.
uh,
Try again.
is not
Okay, Miss Marwa.
it's not a collocation,
Mhm.
play sport. It's not a
I don't know.
collocation.
It should be a
No, no, no.
collocation,
It's
by
do
the way.
sports. Do sports, not play sports.
Okay. So when he says it's not correct, so he says it's not correct. They don't go together, but we can use them. Play sport. I play sport, but generally we say do sport, right?
I
So
think
you
you
still
will
you
proceed to start with the second column, the second card, and then the first card.
the second column, second chord, and then the first column, first chord. Play cake,
The second
play
column,
bake.
no, no, Miss, sorry, Miss Marwa.
Mhm.
The second column, the second one, then the first one in
The
the same
first one,
column.
this. Okay,
Then play sports.
play sports. It's wrong here. So Miss Amira, you have another attempt. We said you will try to twice. Okay, so try again.
Okay, the third column and
Which one?
the first or the last column also. Okay,
Which one in
the third the third chord, the third chord.
the third chord in the third column, and we have here the word stay and the fourth chord. Which
Story.
one? The fourth column. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. The fourth
So which one?
column, the first one.
Okay. So
Sorry,
stay.
the
Which one would you stay?
story.
So this one and choose another word. Choose another chord.
The last column, the last chord.
Okay. Stay, meet. Okay, and we need like a very strong memory for this. A very powerful kind of memory. Mr. Muhammad,
We
it's
have
your turn.
Alzheimer.
We have Alzheimer بدري والله. استغفر الله
I'm
العظيم.
a bad player. I'm a bad player, but I'll try, okay?
So nobody is the winner. No worries. We are all in the same place here. We are on the same page. Okay, so Mr. Muhammad Aidil, I promised you to try twice.
Yes, okay.
Miss
Uh,
Marwa, I
the,
suggest you take all of the cards for
Show
one
them.
time.
Okay, you
Take
need yeah,
take
yes, and
them.
I agree with you. I should show you all the cards at a time so that you
Mhm.
remember. Like,
And
okay,
he
so let
remember,
me.
yes,
Yes,
but
I like
very
this
fast.
suggestion.
Yes.
Okay, very fast. Okay, so we have this bake, sports. I will not let us. Okay, go, friends. Whenever we press two, we just has the feedback? Invigilate, on an instrument, play, videos, to
Yes,
music.
play an instrument.
Okay. Make, collect, stay online. Let me press this one. Draw, things, cakes, listen, a picture, me. Okay, I didn't remember any of them. No, even if I saw it
The
10
third
times.
card. The third
It's
card.
more
I
difficult.
pick one. Hmm? The
Miss
third
Amira, you want to share?
card.
It's my turn. It's my
It's
turn.
Mr. Muhammad's turn.
You
Okay,
promise,
Okay,
yes.
Mr. Muhammad.
go ahead.
Okay,
Yes.
if Mr. Muhammad
Uh,
allows you, Miss Amira, it's okay. If he wants to share, it's okay. Because it's his own
okay.
turn. Mhm.
Uh, the first column and the second card.
The first column here, the second chord.
Yes.
Okay, so we have
Yes.
on an instrument.
Yes. The second column and the second card.
The
Play.
second column and the second.
That's right. صح.
Excellent. Perfect. Okay,
Yes.
very good.
Yes.
يا سلام يا سلام
I
والله
have
العظيم.
I have another trail.
I have
Try
one.
it.
I have one. Let me try. Let me try. Okay, to make sure
I
that
didn't
my
finish. I
memory
didn't
is
finish.
still okay.
Somebody wants to
Okay.
test his or her
Yes.
memory now. Go ahead, Miss
No.
Miss Hind.
I am still trying. I'm still trying these.
Okay, 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 Mr.
The
Muhammad.
last column. The last column.
Mhm.
The third card.
Okay, so draw.
خدتها مني دي بتاعتي أنا درو.
And the fourth column, the last one.
The fourth column, the last one. Okay, draw a picture.
Yes.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, 2 points. 2
أنا
points,
كنت
Mr.
هقول دي
Muhammad.
والله أنت
I am
أخدتها.
the winner here.
2 points, Mr. Muhammad. Excellent. Does anybody want to share?
I can do more, okay?
That's enough, Mr. Muhammad. That's enough. You wanted to make
Mr.
sure.
Muhammad, you have tested your memory
Okay.
already.
I'll give
You have
you
tested your
I'll
memory.
give you a chance.
Okay.
I'll give you a
Okay.
chance
Okay.
to challenge.
Check our memories. Yes.
Yes, to test the memory. Okay,
Yes.
go ahead. Miss Hind, I guess you want to share? All right.
Okay. I think the first card on left.
All right.
First, yeah, and the last card on right.
Okay.
No,
This
no,
one?
no,
All
not
right.
this.
No,
No,
just a
the
second.
last one
Sorry, sorry.
at the
Okay.
end. Yes, this one. No, I told you I have a bad memory.
Miss Hind,
I think
you
what
need
was the
some
word
vitamins.
the first one?
Miss,
Make or what? Make?
let me tell you. Bake and
This is
meat.
beef, and what's this?
Meat and bake.
Miss
Yes,
Marwa,
Miss
it's my
Marwan.
turn.
Okay, Miss
I
Fathaye
think
It's my
already.
turn.
Go ahead. Miss
Oh,
كان في
Fathaye, go
كيك
ahead
the
already.
أصلا
second,
موجودة ولا؟
second
Okay.
column,
the second,
number one,
the
The
first
second
one.
column, number 1. Okay.
and
Uh,
the
the
last
last
column,
one,
number
the
two.
second,
The
the
last
last
one,
one,
which? The last column, the last
the
one?
second one,
The second
the
one?
second
Number
card.
Okay.
no,
Yes, yes.
يا
yes,
سلام. لا والله لا.
بتاعتي.
Okay. Miss Hiba Saleh and Miss Fathaye said that together, both of them.
Yes.
I have one.
So 1 point for Miss Fathaye and 1 point for Miss Hiba Saleh for this for these
And
2
2 points
cards.
from Mr. Muhammad.
2 points for Mr. Muhammad, of course.
Yes, I
Okay.
have another one.
And that,
Go ahead.
no,
Go
no, no.
ahead.
I have another one.
I'll try for
The
the
fourth
second
column,
one.
the first one. The fourth
First
column,
co-
the first one.
sorry.
Fourth.
The
I
fourth.
I said the fourth column, the first card.
طب
Yes.
the fourth column,
The fourth.
1, 2,
The
3,
fourth.
4. The first card. Just a sec. Okay, no worries, no worries, no
Yes.
worries. I'll press it again. Okay, so this one. And which word? Which other word?
The other word is the last card and the last card.
The list card on the
That
right here?
yes,
On the right,
yes,
yes.
I hope so. Wow. Wow. Now 3 points
mm,
for Mr. Muhammad. Excellent.
yes.
Perfect. Oh, you're doing a great job today. Anybody to try?
Friends what? Friend ايه؟ شفتهاش.
Meet friends.
Meet friends.
Meet
Meet
friends
friends. Okay. So anybody to just try?
شكيك في قدراتنا ولا ايه؟
No, it's okay. It's wonderful. She just didn't see
Okay,
the word written.
the two cards in the middle.
Okay, those ones,
Yes, and not yes, number 2 and number
and this
3.
one.
No,
This one?
this one
No,
and the next. Mm-hmm.
this one.
Yes,
Go stay. I told you, Miss
the
Simsim, you
one
need some
above is
vitamins.
stay.
You need,
The
you
one
need some
above is
vitamins
stay.
first. Okay.
The
I'm
first
sure
card.
about my memory, guys.
Okay, you
The
need some
first
vitamins.
card.
I need them too. Okay, Mr. Muhammad, go ahead.
The
The first
first
card,
card.
this one.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
bake.
غلط
Mhm.
غلط
And
غلط.
the second column, the last card.
Okay. يا سلام يا
خلاص.
سلام. Amazing.
Big
You
one.
nailed
Cake.
it. Yes, bake cakes. Wow.
انا
So
من
we have
ساعتها مستنى على دي ان انا هقولها والله بس هو قال طيب يعني.
I know the secret, guys. I know the secret. Do you want to know the secret?
Yes,
they took a screenshot
yes.
of they took a screenshot while
No,
I
no,
was
no, no.
No, no, no.
I
Mr.
draw
Muhammad
I
doesn't
draw the
deal with
boxes.
his
I
kids
draw
and
the
the
boxes
children.
here in my paper. Yes,
really
I
wow.
am cheating. Yes.
Yes, you are following. Yes, so you are writing whatever word you
cheater.
find. Okay, so good suggestion anyway. So okay, very good. So thank you. This is the pelmanism. We call them the collocation pelmanism. Did you enjoy them?
Yeah, but
Yes.
I want to ask something.
Okay,
Of
go
course.
ahead.
Why play sports wrong? Why play sport is wrong? Why it is wrong?
No worries. It sounds like it's designed to like match the word do with the word sports, not the word play with the word sports. According to the designer, you can design the game
No, no,
according to
no, no.
their
It's correct. It's correct, Mrs. Marwa. The collocation is to do sports, not play sports.
I
I
know that's
play
what I'm
But
trying
football.
to.
I play tennis, but I don't
Yes,
say I play sports. I
yes,
say I do
like,
sports. This is the right collocation.
yes. This is
okay, but
what.
but where Miss Marwa, I have a title for a unit called "Time to Play Sports." Time to
Okay,
play
okay.
sports.
Okay, Miss Fathay, just a
Okay.
second, just a second. When you come to like design or write the chords, design the chords or cut the cut-ups for this chord, for this game with your students in class, you can do this collocation. You want them to match, play with the word sport if you have it in your lesson. So you are the one who decides which words to, what are the collocations you want to get them to match, what are the fixed expressions or semi-fixed expression you want them to match parts of. So this is according to what you have in the lesson. So it sounds, this is a ready-made lesson that I got to you here. I got you here as an example only of the activity itself, how it is designed, how it's played, what are the advantages, what are some disadvantages, what age group does it suit, what level
Sorry,
of students.
Miss Marwa.
Mhm, mhm.
I need to ask Miss Fathi about if the lesson is about playing sports like football and tennis or other sports.
Yes, about all other sports, tennis, football, swimming, kung fu, taekwondo, all this kind of
In what
sports.
curriculum, Mrs. Fathi? In what
Basketball,
curriculum?
Please, Miss Marwa.
Yes,
plus two,
Mr.
grade two,
Okay.
grade two.
Primary two?
Yes, the unit four. The title of unit four is "Time to Play Sports." Time to play sports.
Okay. Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Mrs. Fathi.
Please, Miss Marwa.
Okay, Mr. Ahmed Al Uqda, I guess you have something to add. Go ahead.
اللهم صل على النبي.
عليه
Play
السلام.
sports equals do sports. Okay,
Yeah.
but the designer in this game
Mm.
designed it do sports.
Okay. Yes, according to the
That's right.
outcomes he wants to, like, yeah,
Yeah.
achieve.
Because I read in many books, do sports equals play sports.
Hmm. Okay. So this is correct, and I agree with you 100%. I just want you to get the idea of the collocation pelmanism. We can do it in our classes, like prepare cards, some slips of paper, and design them having collocations, and we like mix them like this, and we ask them to play in groups or together, and enjoy it together. Okay. So back to the presentation. This was collocation pelmanism. It's fun. It's enjoyable. So the dictating clues for words in the text, I have already done this with you. We have then done this activity earlier in the module. Now we will do this activity, which is find and list the semi-fixed and the fixed expressions in a given text. We will do the activities together. Okay, very quickly, we're going to do this. So here we have a number of 13 semi-fixed and fixed expressions. And your activity or task is to find them and tell me what are the ones that are fixed and what are the ones that are semi-fixed. Imagine that you have already found them from the text. So the reading between the lines, this was the article that they were taken from. I'm not going to get you to just read the article again and go there and find these expressions that are fixed or some of them are semi-fixed. No. Imagine that you have already got them from the text and then you have to like categorize them. I will change the task. Categorize them. Which ones are fixed and which ones are semi-fixed? Let's just think for 1 minute and then we have the discussion together. So now, let me ask you about the task. Do you have a number of 13 expressions? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Okay, let me make it bigger. Yes, here, for you to see well. Okay, are you going to like categorize these 13 expressions into semi-fixed expressions and fixed expressions?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have 1 minute for this? Yes, you have.
We have 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay, go ahead, as you like. Okay, time is up. I know you need more time, but just for your own time of the session, of the whole session, we have a lot of things to do after this. So now I'll do something. You have already thought about the answers to this task. Which ones are semi-fixed and which ones are fixed? We have 13 points. We have 13 expressions, and we have 13 marks or points for this task. So I'll show you the correct answers here. And please undertake a kind of self-marking or self-feedback and try or self-correction and give yourselves a mark out of 13 and tell me how many marks have you got out of 13 for this activity? Who got 13 out of 13? So please revise your answers. Have a look at them here. Here are the answers. So minimum prices, this is a semi-fixed expression. No doubt that fixed. One of the reasons why semi-fixed, because we can say one of the reasons behind, one of the reasons of, one of the reasons in, or I don't know. Go up, fixed, rather than fixed. Genre of fantasy, semi-fixed. We can say genre of reading, genre of drama, genre of music, genre of whatever. Alive and kicking, fixed. Working life, semi-fixed, because we can say working world, for example. Lots of words here. Feel good factor, fixed. Detective fiction, semi-fixed. Murder mysteries, semi-fixed. Contemporary authors, semi-fixed. Cashing in on, fixed. How many marks have you got out of 13? Yes.
I think I got 10 out of 13.
Which is really perfect and amazing, by the way. Excellent. How good high marks?
I got 11.
Wow, great. And how about the others? Anybody who got higher than this? Who got 12? Anybody who got 12 out of 13? Anybody got 13 out of 13? So the 4 mark? Okay, moving on. You're doing a great job. Now, with the fourth kind of activity or technique suggested by the lexical approach here to use, brainstorm chunks for specific themes. We give the theme, which is summer, and we ask them to like brainstorm chunks for this specific theme. They give me some chunks, some expressions, some collocations, some idioms that express this topic. So your task here, we have a number of 4 topics: summer, teacher, education, training. You have 2 minutes to find as many collocations as you can for these topics. I know this takes time and needs to add to like go online maybe or brainstorm ideas, but just try to give me one, for example, collocation for every topic. And let's share together after the 2 minutes. Miss Hind, I can see that you are raising hands. Go ahead if this is for this very activity, or is it from the last one?
It's okay, we can see about summer, like do activities.
We need the word,
Uh,
okay, okay. We can use the
summer,
word summer. We can use the word summer, okay. So
Summer
summer va.
vacation,
Okay, this is one thing.
summer
summer
vacation.
camp, summer
Summer
course,
camp, excellent. Summer course, excellent.
So
Wow,
you need the
summer
word summer itself in a collocation? I didn't understand this.
no worries, but you are also suggesting wonderful ideas.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So who can have a lot of ideas here? I can show you, by the way. If you have any suggestions, just go ahead and say them. I have many, many suggestions for you. I can show them to you, no worries. Just a sec. See? You will see the screen after a while, just a sec, because it's, yeah, takes time to show. Summer, vacation, classes, course, day, summer course, summer day, summer morning, summer semester, for example, whatever. You said some of the summer camp. Excellent. Teacher training, teacher union, teacher salary. A good teacher, great teacher, excellent teacher, science teacher, first grade teacher, whatever. Education system, education policy, education reform, authority, education department, education service, training course, training
Public
program, yeah,
public
and
education.
public education, excellent, wonderful collocation as well. Training materials, training center, training session, training manual, a lot of these. This is a wonderful activity as well suggested here. Now, finding variations for semi-fixed expressions. So we show you the semi-fixed expressions, and you just give us some variations, some suggestions, things to change. So in this activity that we tackled a while ago, categorizing the semi-fixed and the fixed, concentrate on the semi-fixed ones. Look at the semi-fixed only, okay, the ones that has the title or the label semi-fixed, and try to change them if you have words in mind, if you have expressions in mind. This is a wonderful activity as well. So instead of saying minimum prices, what can we say?
Minimum
Minimum
charge.
minimum
Please.
charge. Perfect.
Minimum speed.
Perfect. Only two for each expression, so not to waste time or not to take time for this because we will not waste time, I know, but I mean not to take long, okay? Because we have a lot of activities to do. One of the reasons why, so this is a semi-fixed. Okay. What can we say?
Reasons for
Excellent.
uh,
One of the reasons for, yes, one of the reasons behind, right? And we have the semi-fixed expression, genre of fantasy. I guess I said it when I was like reading them later a while ago.
genre of reading, genre
John,
of film.
excellent. Genre of reading, genre of movies. Excellent. So working life also, what should we say? What could we say, for example? Let me show you. Okay.
Working
Working
time.
people.
Working time, working people.
Okay.
Excellent. I heard it. Okay. So minimum prices, we have minimum number, minimum account, minimum age, minimum cost, minimum mark, minimum standards. One of the reasons why we can say one of the reasons for, behind, to, of. Genre of fantasy, we can say genre of art, music, literature, working life, working hours, conditions, mothers, headquarters, class, people, a lot of things. Detective fiction, detective story, novel, agency, drama, series, murder mysteries. We have murder, weapon, trial, conviction, scene, victim, etc. Contemporary authors, contemporary society, contemporary life, contemporary world. Lots of things that you can see here. I'm just getting you to be acquainted with the activity itself. Now, yes, we have another activity, scanning a text to complete a table of half chunks. So we have to read the
Mr.
text. Sorry,
I have a question.
go ahead.
Go up, why is it fixed? يعني we can say go ahead, go straight on. Why is it fixed?
They deal with it as a phrasal verb. For example, go up. When you say go upstairs, is it the meaning go upstairs? I don't
It's
know.
the
This is
opposite
what.
of go down.
Yeah, so go up. You mean that we can
Oh,
say it's semi-fixed, and we can say go like down, go upstairs, go downstairs, go to work, go whatever. I agree with you,
Go
by the
horseback
way.
ride.
hmm
Go
I
mad.
agree with Miss Sarah. I agree with you. Does
We
anybody
have a
have any
stand up.
suggestion?
Go horseback riding. Go
Go.
swimming. And
Yes.
mm,
Okay,
go
let's
Go
straight
just
mad.
on,
go straight on.
go mad.
Okay.
Go
Yeah.
mad. Yes.
Go bananas. They say go bananas means go become crazy, like what you said. Okay, very good. Yeah, I agree with you, by the way. So this is what I have. I don't know why they say it's fixed, maybe, but you have a point in this. I agree with you. It's semi-fixed, and like earlier in the module they said, for example, look at is semi-fixed because we can say look up, look for, look like, whatever. We can change it. So imagine that we say go up is semi-fixed. I agree with this. Okay? Yes. So here in this activity or the technique that we have according to the lexical approach, we can ask the students to scan a text. And when I say scan a text, this means read for details, read carefully, to complete a table of half chunks. You have already, I guess my colleague Miss Hind said something about this activity in the first place, in the first discussion of this, the techniques themselves. So we have here parts of like collocations or chunks, and we have the text, this one that you read earlier. Why draw attention to lexical chunks? We will read it again very fast if you have it. Maybe you take a screenshot and you have it on the group, and then you complete this one. Not, I'm not gonna get you to complete the whole of it, just the two first boxes because of the time. And inshallah, in the homework, I will send you the PowerPoint, the whole PowerPoint of last session and this session on the WhatsApp group to do all the tasks again and enjoy the module as a whole. Okay? And maybe we have we will have the magazine article and the tasks for it as a homework. But we are going to discuss all the other activities, the rest of the activities, inshallah, in the coming 10 minutes that we have. So let's just say the first one, native what? Try to remember. Native?
Speaker.
Native speaker.
Excellent. Okay, so the second one, uh, what of thousands? Let me show
Hundreds
you
of.
the,
Hundreds.
yes, here it is.
Hundreds of thousands.
I'm referring to it, yes, on screen. Hundreds of thousands. Three constructed chunks. Let me just
Oh,
show you again. Yes. So, yes, I got you the answers. I'm sorry, but no worries. Native speaker, hundreds of thousands, pre-constructed chunks at his disposal. At his disposal means تحت أمره, at his service
Yes.
anytime. Okay? So, and a lot of like constituent parts, understand the collocation, express ideas, intermediate students draw learners' attention to enhance their fluency, natural sounding. They sound natural means like this. Individual words rather than. So this is a kind of activity that we can do according to the lexical approach. Now let's just, we have already done all the activities, so they would just ask us to like choose an activity and do it with our students now or ourselves now in the group in the during the session, and we think about it. Did we enjoy the activity? What age groups could we use with? How could we adapt the activities to suit different age groups? I will ask you now only to choose one activity that you enjoyed the most and tell me what age groups can you use it with, and tell me how can you change it, adapt it to suit the different age groups. Just to choose one activity only from what you remember we did together in the last part. Only one. I don't want to like stay or to keep you longer for this. We are going to move to have a wonderful activity of pronunciation.
okay, I think collocation pelmanism.
Hmm.
It's funny and suit all kinds of ages and students, and
Mhm.
it will make the lesson funny and
Do you think of
interesting.
any? I agree with you. Do you think of any adaptation or modification for it? Will you change it a little bit, or it
Yeah,
suits?
we use the cards just like flashcards, put it at the back, and they try to flip it on the front and see which one goes the other. With cards,
Excellent.
we can play it in class.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so we'll change it from online to on-site. Excellent. Now with the
Yes.
word stress, yes, we're gonna deal with some of the set expressions and compound nouns now. I'll show you a list of these and you have a look at it and you try to like think about which part of this expression, which word is stressed. So Read them. One, we have how many? One, two, three. One, two, three, four, five, six. We have six expressions. Some of them are fixed expressions or set expressions. Some of them are compound nouns. So let's think about the pronunciation. Let's read them. You will read them alone and tell me which word is stressed. You underline the stressed word. Then I will show you a video pronouncing these expressions and compound nouns. Then you will check your pronunciation, the what you did, which ones are stressed. Okay? So you have 1 minute to think about the stressed words in every set expression. Okay, let me now play the video for you in order to check what you have done. I'll play the video now.
Kiss and tell.
Okay, can you hear this? Is it audible?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now listen to the pronunciation of the expressions and again check if what you have done is correct or not. To check the stressed word in every expression.
Kiss and tell. Alive and kicking. Coffee bar. Dying out. Chicklet. Credit crunch. Murder mystery.
You will listen again, by the way, to check again.
Kiss and tell. Alive and kicking. Coffee bar. Dying out. Chicklet. Credit crunch. Murder mystery.
Okay, did you get anything out of it? Or you need to listen to it many, many, many times? The first one, kiss and tell. Which one
I
is
think it's
stressed?
on tell.
Tell.
Kiss.
Tell.
Okay, I'll say it. Maybe in the video it wasn't that clear. So I'll say it here and model it. Kiss and tell.
Tell.
Perfect. Okay. Alive and kicking.
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 King.
Okay. Okay. Coffee bar.
Coffee.
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 Okay. Dying out.
Out.
Perfect. Okay. Chicklet. Chicklet.
Check.
Let.
Check.
Perfect. Credit crunch. Credit crunch.
Credit.
Excellent.
Credit.
Credit.
Murder mystery. Murder mystery.
Murder.
Yes.
Murder.
Perfect. Let's check. So now we have to think about these and try to get some rules. So we have here kiss and tell, stress on tell. And we have alive and kicking. So fixed expression, fixed expression. The second word, the second content word in this expression is like stressed. Coffee bar. And this is a compound noun. And we have the other compound noun, chocolate. The first word is stressed in this compound noun, and the first word is stressed in this compound noun. We are trying to infer rules or generalize rules for this, okay? Credit crunch. Credit crunch is a compound noun. The stress is on the first word. Murder mystery. Compound noun, the stress is on the first word. But the phrasal verb, the stress is on the preposition, the second part. So, so we can conclude that. I will show you this. If we have the set expressions, the fixed expressions that we have, the second word is always stressed. Other examples are rock and roll, fish and chips, open and shut. So the second word will be stressed. The second rule in the phrasal verbs. In the phrasal verbs like dying out, the preposition is stressed. Other examples are get up, lie in, sit up, like this, okay? And the third rule here we have in the compound nouns like coffee bar, chocolate, credit crunch, murder mystery. There are open compound nouns, two nouns together in which the first noun is stressed. Other examples are orange juice and tennis player. Orange juice, tennis player, the first one is like stressed. Now we have like vocabulary, and I have a wonderful game for you. I know that this activity is based on an article, which is the magazine article that I will get you to, inshallah, read at home. You will read the article. I have shared it on the WhatsApp group. You will read the article and answer the questions based on it. But now I just have a vocabulary game, which is really, inshallah, hopefully is going to be like fun and enjoyable. You will find words and phrases in the article to match the definitions. I will not show you the article or anything because I'm not going to keep you longer because you have work tomorrow, inshallah, so you have to sleep on time. I just want you to play the game with me. I have some expressions or definitions and or some like words that I want you to give me similar words, similar expressions to them. So let me tell you about that. Please mute yourselves. Please mute yourselves. I know you're sleepy and you are tired, so I'm not going to keep you longer in this. These words are or these expressions are taken from the article. I'm not going to get you to read the article now. It's the magazine article. We have a number of 8 expressions. So you will guess or try to give me from your mind some things that are similar to these expressions or definitions. So the first one is who wants to share? If you're if it's a male participant, we will press this to show you the answer. If it's a female participant who will answer the question or answer this one, I will press this to show you the answer. The winner, we will count the points and we will see the winner. Okay, so a short activity at the start of the class. A short activity at the start of the class. Who wants to share? And what is the answer? What can we call this? It's the classroom words, things that we use in the classroom. A short
It's
activity
warm
at
up.
the
It's warm
Warm
okay.
up.
up.
Miss Hind is the first one who answered. So warm up, you got this point, Miss Hind. You got this point. Excellent. Okay. Now, the second one, to become fixed or permanent. To become fixed or permanent. Can you give me another word for it? If you have any suggestions, I will like consider the answer is correct if it's similar, if it's close to the expression. To become fixed or permanent.
You mean the opposite of flexible?
No, one word that is similar to it.
Mhm.
Static or
Think a little bit. To become fixed or permanent. Sorry for this.
Direct teacher.
Sorry.
Direct.
durable.
Who is sharing? A
Stability.
man or a woman? We have to determine this because
Durable.
I'm gonna. Mr. Muhammad,
Yes, durable.
durable.
Yes.
Okay.
Stable.
Stable. Let me just show you the answer. So, Mr. Muhammad, yeah, okay,
Direct.
in the second. Sorry.
Direct.
Okay, so I'm sorry. It's taken from the article, so it's not going to be the same as you say. One of my learners gave it its name and it got stuck. It got stuck. Got stuck means became fixed or permanent. Got
Al.
stuck. Yeah, we should have like I know we should have like read the article, but it's very long. The magazine article, which these expressions are taken from, and we should take the answers from, is really long. So I just wanted us to try to do the activity of the vocabulary together to enjoy it. Maybe we can get them. Okay, so let's move to this one: an enjoyable approach to doing something. An enjoyable approach to doing something.
The technique or
Play,
strategy.
play again.
Technique or strategy. Okay. Some other suggestions.
Play a game.
Play a game. Okay. So let's see. It's different from what you have said. Fun way. Fun way. I know it's taken from the text. So um, thank you that you are just trying to imagine or infer things. Divide. Can you give me another word for the word divide? Starts with S letter. It's a verb.
Divide into groups.
Yeah. What's another verb that is similar to this one? When I say
Split.
stu is excellent. Yes. Yes, Mr. Muhammad. It's sorry, just a sec. Yes, it's split. Excellent. Split. Very good. The next slide. So another verb for assists, not
Assessment.
helps. No, assist. It's not assessment. It's not assess. It's assists. Assists. بالآي.
Help. Help.
Another one.
Help.
We have another one. Higher language. Starts with
Support.
Help.
A.
Aid.
Aid.
Perfect. Perfect.
Share.
Perfect.
Share.
AIDS.
Aid.
AIDS. Perfect. Perfect. Mr. Muhammad said it.
Aid.
Okay. Small pieces of
صراحة.
paper. Small pieces of paper. What we call them? A word that we call it a word that starts with the S letter and ends with the S letter.
Cards.
Slides.
Stickers.
Think
Stickers.
again. Think again. It starts with the S and start and ends with the S. برضو. How many letters? One, two, three, four, five. Five letters.
Slice.
Mm, think again.
Slices. Slices.
No, no. Let me show you the answer. Slips of paper. Slips of paper, small pieces of paper. Okay. These words are taken from the article, the magazine article. When you give out some sheets to the students or some handouts, when you give out things to students, sheets, paper, pens, whatever,
How
you
it
give out. We need a verb, just a second. We need a verb
meaning
that starts with the deh letter. We need
that
like, hmm, and it ends in E. It's a verb. Starts with the
Travel.
deh. It starts with the deh and ends in TE.
Mm, I remember, but
Handle.
No.
Debate.
When you give them things, when you بنوزع عليهم things, when you hand out مثلا, for example, it's the same as this: give out, hand out. What else? Another verb starts with D and ends in TE.
demonstrate.
don- donate.
No,
Donate.
no. I'll show it to you. Just a second. Sorry, just a sec. Yes,
It distribute.
Distribute.
distribute. Distribute. You knew this.
Distribute.
If you have read, yeah, if you have read the article, you would have got it very easily. But I'm sorry, we didn't have time like to read the whole article. It takes time. Okay, the last one we have a task to help learners with the language they need before starting an activity. When we do a task before we do another task, what do we call this task that we do it before?
Pre-teaching
Excellent.
task.
Excellent. Excellent. That's it. Pre-teaching task. Excellent. You nailed it. Excellent. So, who is the winner? As if you suggest, who is the winner? Who got many points
Male,
here?
Mrs. Hill, of course.
males,
Males
males,
or females? It's up to you. You say,
males.
you
Females,
decide. Okay, let me say it's males. So, and I think that females win as well. So this is my reward for you, a cup. Okay. This is, of course, the end of our session today. And inshallah, I'm going to share all the material on the WhatsApp group. And here is your home assignment, the magazine article, and all like we have two tasks for you read the magazine article and then you answer these questions, two tasks for this. As you can see, the magazine article is having or discussing two kinds of activities that we can do with the students related to like the preposition, the vocabulary, or teaching the chunks and collocations. And this is our session today. Hope you found it beneficial and fruitful. Tell me more about it. If you have any queries, any comments, go ahead. If you don't have any queries and comments, I'm gonna share all the material in the WhatsApp group. And let's say have a nice night, have nice dreams, enjoy your rest of the night, dream like sleep well, and Miss Hen, see you inshallah next morning.
good night.
No, I'm having
Marwa,
dream. Yeah, Miss Fatahia, go ahead.
just the idea of chunks includes the phrasal verb and the collocation together.
Yes,
I got it
yes,
like
yes.
yes.
It does.
Uh,
It does.
the collocation, two content word together, and phrasal verb plus preposition.
Okay. Sometimes many other yeah, like it's not only a verb and the preposition. Sometimes we have like look forward to, for example, many words, not only two words. So yes,
Plus,
the big umbrella is the lexical chunk, but other items are collocations, fixed expressions, semi-fixed expressions, compound nouns, phrasal verbs, idioms, many things. Okay? Thank you,
I
Miss
just
Fathay.
want to. Okay,
Mhm.
Mish.
Okay, go ahead. Of course, I'm listening. No, no, go ahead. Please go on
I just
before you.
want the idea of the collocation. Collocation, two words together. Also the compound nouns, two words together like collocation.
Oh, he said the collocation is must have at least two content words. Two content words, but it can be more than two words in the first place. He doesn't like count the words. He just tries to tell you that, like credit crunch, like make a cake. Yeah. So these are like collocations, but or
Compound nouns, I think they have to be two nouns, two words as nouns, noun plus noun, like coffee bar.
mhm.
But
Yes,
collocation can be a verb
yes,
and a noun, or an
Yes,
adjective and a noun. Can be
yes,
different types of
yes,
part of speech, but
yes,
not like compound nouns. It's just two nouns plus each other to make a new one, and it have to
yes.
be a
yes.
noun, a verb or adjective.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
All right. You can dive deeper into the topic and surf the internet. You can go online, get more examples of all these items in the that go under the big umbrella, which is the lexical chunks and the lexical approach. I can give you more, inshallah, videos on the WhatsApp group so that we can like know more about these items and more examples. We already teach them, but it's the idea of what it is, what do we call this? What do we call that? That's the idea. Okay? And how to differentiate between this and that. So this is the end as I've told you. If you have anything to add, it's okay. If you don't have anything, just go to sleep because I know I kept you longer. I'm sorry for that. Let me stop the recording. You can go now. Have a nice night, everyone.